everyone, I'm Kathleen Alcala, paper crafter. Welcome to my channel. So today I might be a little bit slurred. I just came back from a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment, so I'm a little numb. But I had a moment. I wanted to make a video. I made this journal for my sister's Diane's birthday, which was on Monday, and I thought it came out pretty cute. I did the tying down method again. I didn't sew the signatures to this. And then I had this from a kit that I had from, I can't remember, Pearls and Lace maybe kit. But I had this. I thought I'd attach it. I thought it was real cute dangling there. And I love paper dolls, so I thought this was sort of cute. I put the doll, and then you can see, and then I put the lace to make it into a dress. Love all things beautiful, and I felt this was appropriate. I put a little flower there, and here's the side. I tied it with this ribbon, and it is pretty big. Honestly, I think it's too big, but my sister said it was fine because I said I can cut down some of it if you want. It really closes. A lot of this is digital paper. Some of it is antique, vintage, so it's a hodgepodge. I included a letter, and I thought this was a beautiful card. And this letter, the writing is so beautiful. I have to show you guys. Isn't that writing pretty? I thought it was such a pretty writing. So I included that. And if you watch my videos, you know with journals I like to put little letters in there. Fun to look at, try to read. This was an envelope, so I just decorated it. And I think a lot of this is self-explanatory. With this, I happen to have copies of these vintage, I think they were like advertising cards. So I put the backing on this one. This already had a backing, so I just folded it over and glued it. I thought those are so cute. Then I had this vintage piece here. I love the cat and the dog. Pops open. I'm missing you. And somebody had writing on there. I don't know what year this is. And it's not written, so I don't know. But I thought those were really cute, especially the dog. I love that dog. And there's a lady here. And I just put some decorations, some pretty antique lace. And this I just thought was pretty. I put a piece of fabric and a picture and a piece of thin ribbon. Here is a pocket with a variety of bookmarks, tags. I love that image. I love this piece here. I put some of this, I like to call it like the snow. Looks like snow. But it's that image down below. I thought was so pretty. And I incorporated a couple of pieces and some pretty trim. This was a part of a hanky, so I did put it there. And some pretty ribbon. There's also a piece of lace. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a piece of lace. And it's over an antique book page. Here's a letter. I just put some trim on it. And I thought this is so pretty. I put a little bird image. And with this, my sister loves swans, so I included that. Put precious, some antique lace. And when you open it, I did make a couple of tags. They go in here. See how pretty that looks? I thought all the blues are so pretty. Birthday cake. Well, at least to me, I consider that a birthday cake. I was trying to put some birthday items in there since this was for her birthday. A little cameo, a flower, and some more, another swan. And this fabric is very pretty. I just put a piece of sheer lace on top. That image is so cute. Now, This one is actually advertisement. I just decided to go ahead and use it, not make a copy of it. And put a little tatting there. Some flowers. I thought this piece was really pretty. Lace and another trim on top. She loves rabbits, so I wanted to incorporate these rabbit family. I know that it's not Easter, but she loves rabbits. A little envelope. And the girl with their bunny. I just incorporated this little dangle right there. I thought that was really pretty. Pretty, isn't that envelope? I love this paper and this back. The colorings to me are beautiful. Little piece of lace right here. And I thought this little thing was amazing. That's how it came. I found it in my stash. So I went ahead and used it. And if I'm not mistaken, this is an actual vintage piece as well. She likes cheetah and leopard, and so I put that on there. Totally random, right? But somehow I thought it went. I feel like she's looking up at it. Just put some lace and some trim and a pretty applique and lace. And then this little postcard. Different variety of lace. This is actual old vintage wallpaper. I put a piece of this trim I thought was so pretty, ribbon trim. And then I included that coloring to match this color. This is an old card I put on there. This is a wax bag, so I did use it as a pocket postcard, very vintage with the bird. I love the bird. And this is also vintage label. Some lace. I thought this paper with sigil paper was so pretty. I just put this really lovely ruffle on there. Now these pieces were part of an old antique book, a scrapbook. And this is how they came out. I think somebody tried to pull them out and this is what happened. But I thought they were so cool, just that kind of tattered look. So I put it in here. I thought that was really pretty. A couple old buttons. And then again, the cake. And this is another vintage piece here. And then I incorporated another pretty letter. Pretty, look at that pretty postcard. And then there's another postcard hidden inside the bag. See? If you flip the page over, you see a different image. Let me pull it out for you. If I can get it out. So my sister likes this kind of stylized coloring and she loves rainbows, so I incorporated that in here. Let's see if I can get it back in the baggie. Marie Antoinette, which she's also a fan of. She likes kind of that, this sort of looks like toile. She really likes toile a lot. This assortment, prettiness over some pretty paper. This is a vintage card. I don't think that lifts up. I don't think it's meant to lift up, but I thought that was really pretty, so I put it on here. Created a belly band with a vintage postcard on there. And I think this girl's so cute. I know it's Easter. I don't care. It's just so pretty. It's adorable. So I put like a tab there. And this really pretty dangled piece right here. And this is an old postcard. And I made this to like a little bookmark. I thought this is so pretty. This is an Anna Griffin thing here. Incorporated that with the flower. This is a bird, if you can't see it real clear. I think it's a bird. Yeah. And this is beautiful fabric here. I love the birds. And I put some postcards. Happy birthday. I wanted to make this journal more into a fallish look since it is October, the end of October. So there's a lot of darker tones, the browns, the dark green, not so much the pink. I did bring in some pink because she loves pink, but I wanted to keep it seasonal. And I did this. Isn't that cool? I love that. I just put a little cameo in there. And this beautiful old clip, I loved it. I just clipped, actually this isn't clipped, I glued that. Pretty piece of fabric. On this side, hold on. One more, hold on. I did clip some things, see? Another old letter. Piece of beautiful toile tissue, and that's the image, the paper. This pretty paper, I love this. And there's another piece of toile that I know she would like. I thought this lace was really good because it was sheer right here and you could see the image through it. And some pretty ruffle fabric. This is a fabric envelope, so I included a few things, and then including a little cherub. Love this page because I love the birds. Now this brooch was my mom's, and actually I want to say it was an earring. This is old school when they had the big earrings. I just took the back off and glued it, but I wanted to incorporate that in my sister's book because that was our mom's. So yeah, I love the coloring too. Thought this was just cute little imagery. I love this page. I love, can you guys see? The beautiful women sitting there with the music notes. And I just put little piece images on here. A little Paris. I included a piece of an envelope that actually opens up. Let's see. And again, the patisserie, the cakes for birthday theme. And this is just a little dog in a shoe. And some writing. And this is an antique envelope that I used to slide this. And then I wrote her a note. And I also used a little birthday digital image there. And that's it, guys. So that's my book for my sister. This is part of her gift. I worked on it probably for like 3 weeks on and off. I kept getting overboard, putting too many things. I never know when to stop. It's hard for me to stop. I keep wanting to put more and more and more. So I thought I'd film this and show that to you. I hope you liked it. I hope it gave you a little inspiration. I loved it. I liked the way it came out. And my sister says she likes it and loves it too. So that's 2 thumbs up for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll be getting back with you soon. I'm going to be having a drawing coming up as I did reach another 100 subscribers. I like to do a giveaway. That will probably be coming in the next week or so. And I just need to get it together. I do have some stuff already assembled. Let me show you. I'll give you a tease. Hold on, guys. So I'm assembling some items. I want to turn this into a fall look as well. Maybe not do the blues. Maybe blues, I don't know. But I am definitely on the colors of the creams, off-whites, the taupes, you know, the pack of envelopes and antique papers and all sorts of fun little things will be in there. And I just need to create something that will actually house it. And I actually picked each button. I thought they were really pretty. So this is the beginning of getting a bundle ready for a giveaway. I will continue to work on that. So stay tuned. If you're a subscriber, you can enter to win that, and I will give you the details probably within the week or next week. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful, blessed week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.